Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. As always, your host Papa Teller bringing you coverage, news, and everything above as much as I can, as much as I will do. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today's a good day. We're about to go out for a little walk here in a little bit, get the body moving, get the blood flowing. It's a beautiful day, and honestly, when this month of fall starts to come around, this is like my favorite type of season, around that weather where it gets a little bit cooler, hoodie weather, maybe a little short weather, just keeping it casual, and as we keep it casual, we never forget our casual Poland Spring. Let's give this a little sippage before we continue. Tastes like it was straight from Zalata's pocketbook. A little poisonous, but I'll take it for her case scenario. No big deal, you're on to something, Zalatath. Leave your name and phone number after the tone. Now shoot everybody. Settle down. In Minecraft, family friendly. Keep it casual. However though, we've got a lot of things to discuss. And honestly, in today's video, I'm actually going to talk about how much I am excited to do raiding within retail. And that took me 18 seconds to even say that sentence because I'm always stuttering. But regardless, I'm really looking forward to raiding within retail World of Warcraft, especially, obviously with the War Within. Obviously there's a lot of things that are going to be happening here on the 10th with the raids coming out, and obviously we're going to be going to Nerub-ar Palace to, basically go through these raids and each week put this on a clear, on a consistent farm. And there is just so much things ahead of us, which I'm really excited for as far as, just raid finding or normal heroics, mythics, or even just doing the story mode. I'm really looking forward to this, and this is going to be honestly my first time actually raiding within retail. I can't believe I'm, even saying that because I never thought I'd ever do retail. I never thought I'd even try it or give it a chance. And to be honest, I'm really excited for that. It's something that, I never completed or never done before. So this is really, it's a first time for everything, right? And you gotta, judge it after you do the content. I can't just judge it before because I feel like too many people do that sometimes where they judge the content before they even try it or do it or never even give it a chance before they get a fair analysis of it. And that's what I like to do. I like to try something out and see what it's all about, and then after that give my pros and cons after I feel if the raid is good or not. And I will definitely have that video out in the future once I discuss those things. But I'm really looking forward to each boss and what kind of unique elements do they bring to the raid, what kind of mechanics, how much damage they do, what kind of fight is it, one tank, two tanks, etc. How many healers do we have to bring, what is going to be the better of a ranged or melee DPS, all these little things and these little intricacies. I'm really excited about trying these things out and seeing what every little detail has to happen within the mythic rating overall. It's just going to be a really good time. And they already showed all the bosses already here on Wowhead, and every single boss has been revealed that we're going to be challenging within the palace. And I'm really intrigued more than anything to see how difficult it truly is, and if the mechanics are actually fun and not just something that is like, oh, we have to do this every week. Unfortunately, we have to do it this certain way, and it's more of a hassle rather than it is, an actual good time and something that's fun. Can be complex, but something that's also fun, and that's something that is really important to me, as long as the raid is fun, even though if the mechanics are kind of, hard or not, right? And obviously, we're also going to be getting, the new class armor sets, which I'm very much looking forward to for all our classes overall. And I'm really intrigued to see how much those class sets make a difference within these raids as well. Even though I saw the Paladin set, and the Paladin set looks like total ass in my opinion. I won't be wearing that thing like cosmetically wise for the transmog, but I will use it for the stats, right? But yeah, I'm really happy to be raiding within the War Within, and this is going to be the first time. Like I said, this is something from a new player experience where, some people might get intimidated about this, and they're like, a classic player that might be like, oh, this is like, too difficult, too hard. I don't want to do this. I'd rather stick to classic. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I love classic raiding. I think classic raiding is, in my opinion, the best. But I like to look forward to the challenge and, trying the unknown or challenging the unknown. And, I'm going to put myself in a scenario where it might feel uncomfortable, but it might feel good after I complete it. So I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll let you guys know how I think once the raids are done. But to talk more about the raids, right, and actual features that are coming, which I'm really excited about, is that Season 1, the features are going to add a lot of things in terms of September 10th for, all the difficulties that we're getting. You're going to be getting LFR for Wing 1, so the raids are going to obviously have multiple wings that you can challenge yourself through.
And then obviously mythic dungeons are going to be coming out as well. As far as delves with tier 4 plus being unlocked, and a new seasonal delve, which is really going to be fun to do. And then as well as PvP with new arenas and battlegrounds and season rated battlegrounds and solo queues. And then on the 17th, you're also getting mythic difficulty for raiding with story mode, LFR Wing 2, as far as, mythic dungeons plus difficulty, and great vault openings. And then following on September 24th, you're finally going to be getting LFR Wing 3. At that point, you could do all the LFRs for each wing if you're just doing Raid Finder overall, right? And then after that, basically, it's just going to be the standard schedule of like people doing their rotation, trying to get their mythic gear through dungeons, and then obviously challenging themselves to get the seasonal rewards, to attempt to get like, new mounts, which, they show here the diamond mech suit mount. It looks pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think about that mount in the comments below. And as far as the mythic mount as well, from getting the reins of the Sirikai Sky Razor by defeating Queen Ansarak on mythic mode. So let me know what you guys think about that mount as well. As far as, the PvP season, which is something I'm really excited for, because this is going to be the first time I am doing PvP, like legit, challenge and rated modes within retail. I'm really excited to try this out, and, give this a go. And there seems to be a lot of different transmog sets that they're offering, and weapon illusions, bloody tokens and war mode gear, as well as PvP mounts, such as the Vicious Sky Flare and the Forged Gladiator's Fellbat. So let me know what you guys think about those mounts in the comments below. I think they look pretty badass. I'm going to be going after them. And I'm going to try to get all the way to 2400 plus. I'm going to be a sweat and try hard on PvP. So I think we're going to be streaming PvP arena streams. So get ready for that on Twitch TV. Hello, JTello. We're going to bring the streams back. I know I haven't been streaming lately, and I apologize for that. I've been so focused on trying to push out YouTube content. So we're going to be getting back to those streams very shortly. As far as, continuing with PvP stuff, there's going to be, obviously different titles that are going to be released, and different, the title rewards that you get from, accomplishing and getting these titles as well. And then at that point, we're going to be getting Season 1 PvP pennants, tabards, and cloaks. So I'm looking forward to basically acquiring all these different cosmetic rewards from just doing PvP in general. And then finally, in delves, you will be able to get rewards from the the new delves that are coming, the seasonal rewards that you will get of it. But also, what's most important from it is that you're going to be able to get the Delver's Dirigible Schematic Void Mount Customization. Big word, big stutter. You already know how it is. I never sound these words out correctly because I'm always stuttering. However, yes, this is going to be a really cool mount customization. It's the Void one that it's currently locked right now. You're not able to get it until the season starts, right? So I'm really much looking forward to many of the different rewards that we're going to be able to get from this season, and it's going to be a good time. I honestly think it's going to be really fun, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So I think I'm going to level up my Fury Warrior now that I think about it, and have my main, my Paladin and my ult ready to go. So I got to level up my Fury Warrior relatively quickly so I can get into the, the mix of things, so I could do 2 things a week. But besides that, now for the first daily delve rewards, which I think people are seeming to not do many delves right now, like especially if you're already like at level 80 and doing a lot of other content, is because nobody's really like banging out the delves because they don't want to use those relic coffer keys. They're saving that until the season starts so you can use those relic coffer keys to actually get like really good loot, right? But what's really important about doing the delves at least one a day is if you get the companion experience or the purple rarity, so you can get a significantly higher amount of experience from basically just your typical delve completion. So basically, if you do like just your one delve that gives you that purple experience, you're basically netting around, I would say, 4,400 to 4,410 companion experience, and a total of 15,000 companion experience, which is required to gain a level. So it covers a big amount of the portion of a level, from especially what Wowhead is even covering here. This is really important to make sure that you are doing that delve. At least you can get a nice chunk of bonus XP, and then you can obviously go and do something else, whatever you have to do to complete within your daily and weekly task. But it's really important to level this up because Brann gets to basically he gets to rank 50. And then at rank 50, he can get a whopping 250% increased healing or damage to his overall kit, as well as getting the different abilities and the different things that you can attach to him to make it a little bit more easier to do delves with just you by yourself and just solo any delve, especially if you're going to go for the achievement, let me solo him eventually, when the Zelkaviz lair is available. So I really think it's important to level up Brann as much as you can, do your daily delves, and then go from there. But that's basically all I have to say about the delves, and just recommend you guys to check them out. Now, as something I missed out on in my last video yesterday that I didn't get to really cover a little too much, and I totally forgot about it, was basically that, with the 20th anniversary coming up, that we're not only get to revisit Dead Mines, and go through, Dire Maul, but we're also going to be going through Strat, both wings of Strat, and also Zulfa Rock. And that's something I am really excited for. I really think Blizzard did a good job in terms of making sure that players are playing through World of Warcraft on both ends of Season of Discovery and retail. They're giving the best of both worlds by keeping the player bases connected and letting them know that, listen, we want to basically make sure that the vanilla players, if they want to try retail, can get a feel of what, vanilla is like within this retail / vanilla patch. And it's very interesting that they decided to go this route. I know some SOD players are basically, I saw some posts about them wanting that they did this 20th anniversary event within Season of Discovery, but I do think Season of Discovery is doing a lot of new things right now that I more recommend of them trying out new dungeons and newer content ideas, rather than revisit the dungeons that we already did, even though maybe in the future of Classic Plus they might revisit the dungeons of what they did with the 20th anniversary and get some ideas of that and maybe take it into the future, depending on how good this is. But I do think this is really cool to have the player bases connected in a way, and obviously we get to go through those, dungeons and get, new rewards and, toys, trinkets, etc. And obviously the modernized Tier 2 sets, which I'm really excited about. As far as the biggest thing that I want to talk to you guys about that I'm really excited for is obviously BRD. And the fact that we're going to be going through BRD as a raid, this is kind of crazy, because on a SOD end, when I look at it, I know a lot of the players wish that, BRD was a raid. And a part of me does wish that it was too, but I do think BRD is such an iconic dungeon, and leaving it the way it is was not a bad idea, because BRD is already kind of perfect as it is. I think BRD is one of the most coolest dungeons, if not the coolest dungeon World of Warcraft has ever put out, period. Besides, what these new 3 dungeons coming out very soon in SOD when we get to see them, right? But I do think BRD having to be a raid within this anniversary event is a really cool, neat idea, and something they could potentially take for the future of Classic Plus if it's really fun and really cool. And then obviously, change the overall damage and rating statistics for Classic Plus when those ratios come there at that point. But I will say that I do think it's a really neat idea. I'm really excited to revisit, BRD. I do think they mentioned all the way up to heroic difficulty. I don't think there's a mythic difficulty for BRD, but you guys can let me know in the comments below if there's going to be a mythic BRD as well. But I did hear them on the interview saying that they were going up to heroic. So I'm very curious about that. Obviously, it's just an event, right? To just, get some things, some, new items and obviously cosmetics for this 20th anniversary. But what do you guys think about BRD overall being a raid? Are you excited to go within there? It's been so long for, players who haven't been playing Season of Discovery since they've ever revisited BRD. So for a lot of retail players, this would be a first time in a long time they have gone back to BRD and stepped their toes within the mountain. You know what I mean? As of SOD players, we've been doing that every other day, every other week, constantly, because obviously we're at that current point in time within Season of Discovery. So I'm really excited overall. I'm really intrigued to really see what all the, cosmetic rewards await for us. And I think it's just going to be a good time, honestly. I think this is a really smart idea on Blizzard's end, and their marketing is doing a good job in terms of, getting the players want to be involved with this event. And honestly, I got to give them credit. They're doing a damn good job with this. I'm pretty shocked, to be honest, that they even decided to do this style of a patch, because it's just a way to get players to, subscribe to the game. I'm not gonna lie, if you look at it from a business point of view, like, no bias aside, right? Like, no BS aside, like, oh, like, we're trying to, glaze Blizzard or anything like that. No, but if you look at it from a business standpoint, it's a pretty damn genius decision. You captivate the people from the classic player base and the retail player base, and obviously you connect them to the nostalgia of what was probably the greatest time in World of Warcraft around, BWL, Molten Core, around that time, you know what I mean? And you put that as a, an anniversary patch. It's pretty damn genius, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, let me know your comments below. But that's basically it, for the video. I appreciate all you amigos, who enjoy the content and, been watching and giving support as we continue to make more War Within videos. I continue wanting to do this content, and, I'm learning a lot as I go. So, give me some time. Obviously, there's a much more stuff I gotta, catch up with, but much love to you, amigos. I hope you enjoy it. And, I can't wait, man. I'm pretty damn excited. So we'll go from there. Keep on keeping on, shine on, all that good stuff. Much luck to you, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Y'all ever get a hangnail? Bro, I had a bad hangnail the other day, bro. That shit, I was peeling it off my freaking thumb, bro, and I was crying like a little bitch, bro. I'm not gonna lie. A hangnail might pack my ass up. If I'm sent to the morgue because of a hangnail, I want you to make sure you shoot me 3 times in Minecraft and pack my ass off.